Hello, Internet. Hello, Sam, and welcome back to another episode of After Camp Fire. It's a little bit late here. I'm tired, but I'm also procrastinating because I need to do a lot of dishes and stuff before I go to bed. I mean, I don't have to, but I really should because I did a lot of cooking and stuff today. I made bread. I made brioche buns for the first time ever, and then with them I made burgers, but with bacon and cheese and lettuce and everything. And my kitchen currently is an explosion because of bread and everything. And I don't want to put it all away, but it was so good. I've never made bread before, so new thing. And it wasn't too hard. Just took a lot of time, and luckily I had a lot of time today because recently, on I guess Henry's Diary of How to Keep Being an Adult Person to Stuff and Things for 2019, I've mentioned going rock climbing with my friend Rob, but he's in Canada visiting his family. So I had more time today than usual, even though I did go rock climbing just by myself, but I didn't go for as long. But yeah, I made all the cooking stuff because Rob has been doing lots of cooking stuff, and I was like, yo, Rob, I think I just mentioned that he's a rock climbing friend. Yes, he's in Canada now. He's from Canada. He's my Canadian friend. I have multiple of those. There's Rob, there's Yannick, and there's Brittany. Every now and then I forget that Brittany's Canadian. Yay! I remembered. Anyways, yeah, this week for work was fine. Not super exciting. I have been slowly adding to my program and stuff and things, and it's dull, but whatever. Quick side note, or quick mention for Henry's Diary of How to Adult. I'm just gonna kind of pass over this because I have no idea how it's gonna go, but I have a date tomorrow, so neat. Hopefully that goes all right. Cool. Anyways, in time to get to the questions. So for Sam, I asked him what was a video game series he wanted to have revived. And oh man, I can't remember what he said. It was on the GameCube. For one, his cat in his video was very distracting for himself and me watching it. Oh man, I remember he grabbed it off his shelf. It was like a GameCube game, and he mentioned how a lot of his favorite games are GameCube games. And for me, a lot of them were Nintendo 64 games. So like, one series I kind of really want to say is Paper Mario, because aside from the first two, it went really weird for the Wii one and then got really bad for the next two, and I just want another one like the originals, but since technically it has gotten a bunch of sequels, I don't think I should say that one. And then there's also Diddy Kong Racing, which was a game I really loved growing up, and it almost got a sequel like Donkey Kong Racing, but it was made by Rare, and then Rare got bought by Microsoft, so they stopped making it, which is a bummer, because it was gonna be Diddy Kong Racing sequel, and I love that game. I was actually gonna say Diddy Kong Racing, as I don't want to make this video epically long with me not remembering what to say, so Diddy Kong Racing, that is the one that I want rebooted, because that game was so fun, because it was a racing game in a similar manner to the Mario Kart, but like it had a very fun single player, and its items were like simpler, but like very well done. How there are balloons on the track, and if you got multiple of the same balloon in a row, you would boost your items to be better and better. So you'd get blue balloons for boost, then super boost, then ultra boost or whatever, or missile, then 5 missiles, then 10, or homing missile, or I don't remember how the missiles worked in the Nintendo 64 version and the DS remake, but it was slightly different. I think the DS was like 1 missile, 5 missiles homing, and the Nintendo 64 version was 1 missile, 1 homing, then 10 missiles, something weird. Anyways, Diddy Kong Racing was a game I really loved growing up. And I want more. I also want a Paper Mario that's a normal Paper Mario, but whatever. And here we get to the Sam's question, where I hate that I'm gonna be sounding really arrogant for this one, but Please stay with me. So, Sam's question was, what's like something good about yourself that's actually not that good in practice or something like that? I should have rewatched the video, but I'm tired and I didn't. But basically, as far as things like rock climbing goes and trapeze goes, in general, life physically being around goes, I'm a little bit too strong for my own good. For things like rock climbing and trapeze, it allows me to cheat, essentially, like do things that are above my level, my like skill level, essentially, because I can just brute force through it. And because of that, especially rock climbing, trapeze not as much because I've been doing it for so long. It has made it so that my skills in these things aren't really up to par with what I'm doing. So like, let's just say for rock climbing, I can climb a 5'10", but that's usually because I can just muscle through it. But because I don't have the normal technique for a 5'10", but I'm too strong, I suppose, for like 5'9s and 8s and stuff, I don't have a good place to build my technique. And then I get stuck at 5'10" because I don't have the technique. But I can do 5'10" because of strength. So I'm in this weird position, and this happens with a lot of things for me, where I don't know how to properly get better because I don't know how to practice because I don't need to use skill when I can just use strength. And that has gotten me in a lot of trouble with, not like people, but like it has just made it a lot more difficult to get better at things I want to get better at. Like for trapeze, every now and then I'll run into a trick where it's like I just can't do it right because I don't have the form for it. And I don't have the form because I was able to brute force my way through easier things and things of that nature. So yeah, that's mine. My strength leads to my skills suffering. Ta-da! I'm sleepy, Henry. So today, Sam, I made bread and burgers and played Super Smash Brothers and rock climbed and did laundry. Cool, that was a productive Henry. Good job, me. Yeah. Sam, what's something you want to try cooking that you haven't cooked before? I look forward to your answer. Fairly well.